Hello students, back again with Miss Cindy here. So, how are you today? Miss Cindy really hopes that all of you are doing great and enjoy my video today. Well, students, Miss Cindy want to ask you guys first before we come to the material. Have you guys ever imagined about going somewhere or maybe doing something or expecting something happen? Or maybe you are regretting things that already happened in the past. Well, students, if you have felt all of them, it means today material will relate to you. Well, today, Miss Cindy will explain to you about conditional sentences and wishes. And there are 4 points that we will discuss. The first one is true in the present or future, and the second one is untrue or contrary to fact in the present or future, and the third is untrue or contrary to fact in the past, and the last point is mixed conditional. Well, students, without anything to do, let's talk about them. Okay, the first point is true in the present or future. Bagian ini biasanya disebut juga sebagai conditional sentences type 1, where in type 1 it can be used to express asking for something, having planned, and demanding. This type indicates that something is likely to happen, although it is not 100% certain that it will happen. So, Miss Cindy, how we can make sentence from this type? Well, the structure of this type is if clause plus result clause. Di mana if clause pada tipe ini bersifat simple present dan result clause-nya sendiri yaitu will plus simple form. Okay, let's hear the example of this type.
If I have enough time, I will watch TV every evening.
If I miss the bus, I'll take a taxi.
Also, students, we can add modals and phrasal modals such as should, might, can, be going to. Well, for example,
If it rains, we should stay home.
If it rains, we can't go.
second point is untrue or contrary to fact in the present or future. This type is used to presuppose a condition that doesn't really happen or just imagine. And the second conditional can also be used to give advice and also express a desire for something. Jadi, benar-benar pure menghayal atau 100% tidak terjadi di masa saat ini ataupun di masa yang akan datang. Well, Miss Cindy, what the structure of this type? The structure of this type is if clause plus result clause, di mana if clause-nya adalah simple past, and the result clause-nya would plus simple form. For example,
If I taught this class, I wouldn't give tests.
but in fact, I don't teach this class. And the second example is,
If he were here right now, he would help us.
but students, in fact, he is not here right now. Third point is untrue or contrary to fact in the past. So, what the definition of it, Miss Cindy? It means conditional type 3 is used to express regret or complaint about something that has happened in the past. Jadi hanya sebagai pengungkapan bahwa kita menyesal dengan apa yang sudah terjadi di masa lalu. So the structure of this type is if clause plus result clause, which if clause of this type is past perfect And also the result clause of this type is would have plus past participle. Okay, let's hear the example.
If you had told me about the problem, I would have helped you.
But in truth, you didn't tell me about it. And the second example is,
If I hadn't slipped on the stairs, I wouldn't have broken my arm.
but in truth, I slipped on the stairs and I broke my arm. Last point is mixed time in conditional sentences. Pada mixed time conditional sentences ini, situasi sekarang bisa terjadi kalau ada suatu kondisi di masa lampau, atau mungkin sebaliknya. Situasi di masa lampau bisa terjadi kalau ada kondisi di masa sekarang. Oke, we will flashback a little bit ya. Tadi kan second conditional menunjukkan tentang situasi yang gak mungkin terjadi di masa sekarang. Or, let's just call it as menghalu. Sementara itu, third conditional menunjukkan bahwa kedua kondisi terjadi di masa lalu dan gak bisa diubah lagi. Jadi, dapat disimpulkan kalau mixed conditional itu gabungan dari keduanya. So, the condition that still occur in the present produce events in the past, or events in the past also produce condition in the present. Well, let's hear the example.
I wouldn't be so hungry if I had eaten breakfast first.
Nah, seandainya aja nih tadi pagi saya sarapan, pasti sekarang saya nggak akan kelaparan. Contohnya seperti itu. Jadi dalam contoh ini menunjukkan bahwa kejadian di masa lalu menghasilkan kondisi di masa sekarang. Okay students, how is the material today? Mudah bukan? Miss Cindy sangat berharap bahwa kalian bisa memahami apa yang sudah Miss Cindy jelaskan di dalam video ini. Dan you must remember, jangan sampai tertukar antara conditional type 1, 2, 3, and also mixed conditional sentence-nya ya. So, this is the end of the video. Miss Cindy really hopes that you guys are enjoying my video. So, see you, bye-bye!